It's like the stop and start of everything, as opposed to just feeling how fluid it was when he came in, wrote his verse, laid it. We got the whole rest of the session to work,
man.
As opposed to you trying to figure out your
bars
and how you about to do this.
Bun B is a different whole beast.
Low, hold up, let's ride dunk. Sitting on them 30s, that candy painting leather seats on boy, we riding dirty.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
With Gucci, man, that's a whole nother level. That dude bad, bro. Like, how is his work ethic? Like, everybody brags about the fact that this dude never left the studio. Is this a true statement?
Oh, it is. It is. There's so many times where we had left the strip club at like 4 in the morning and then go back to the studio and he just raps for 3-4 hours.
When does he sleep?
3-4 hours. And then, well, he does eventually sleep.
But the timing is way off.
Yeah, the time is way off. But yeah, like he would rap and not just like he's writing a rap and then going down. He's freestyling off the top of his head, but not like people do now. There's so many people now is like, I don't write. Yeah, but you punch a million times.
They punch,
you know, it's like don't say that. Well, I gotta
punch. I gotta keep stopping.
Run me back. You're like, oh my gosh.
You hate that, don't you?
Oh, I hate it. Because it's like, to me, I once was with the artist. I was consulting the artist. I do consulting, and they had bought a verse from Bun B. He flew in to Birmingham, not even to Atlanta because the Birmingham flight was cheaper. Flew into Birmingham, came in, wrote his verse, picked up his money in 10 minutes, laid it in 10 minutes, and then left and was back in the Birmingham airport. I'm like, these people done punched. Bun B could have flew into Birmingham. That's why I said, got to Atlanta, drove back to Birmingham, been back to Tennessee. By your time you're sitting here trying to punch and get your thoughts together, you know, it's like Jay-Z was formulating his ideas before he went in the booth.
Exactly.
You know, it wasn't really a freestyle.
Same thing with Biggie.
So it's like, to say I don't write, it wasn't really not writing. He's just kind of like writing it in his head before he goes in there.
That's right.
So I think people got lost when they got in the booth and they're like, well, Jay-Z don't write. No, let me get that again. No. You know, it's like, nah, that's not exactly how it works. So I watch Bun B be very efficient.
Your boy Bun B, the king of the trio. Say you got ice, man, I'm blinging for real. Say you got Plex, well, I'm bringing the steel.
And then I watch these other people just like, nah, be efficient at all. And I'm trying to tell them, why don't you just take 10 minutes and write? No, it's a vibe. It's not a vibe. It's not a vibe if we're just, you know, it's like the stop and start of everything, as opposed to just feeling how fluid it was when he came in, wrote his verse, laid it. We got the whole rest of the session to work, man. As opposed to you trying to figure out your bars and how you want to do this.
Bun B is a different whole beast.
Low, hold up, let's ride dunk. Sitting on them 30s, that candy painting leather seats on boy, we riding dirty.
You don't understand what you keep saying. You keep putting these boys in a man's place. Hey. Bun B he from Texas, man. First of all, let me just shout that out.
Right, he is.
Bun B is a different type of animal because Bun B started this in a Port Arthur somewhere, and he was just blessed to be lyrically inclined, and he takes so much. He had to deal with Pimp C, which is my favorite all time. Yeah. So he had to come with it because Pimp was doing his part, of course, his basically beat making and singing and all, and then you got Bun like, I gotta lace this when I come through.
Man, I pull up in your city and get my bush on. What is that? Lay down the competition.
Then he come to the studio with whoever this dude is you talking about. This guy hadn't had to deal with the level of what.
Right.
He in there like, man, I'm gonna punch this in. I heard Jay say it.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. But
it's not the same. But I feel like we should use the bar to be like, this is what we can aspire to be like. Right. Tupac never punched. No. You know, not saying nobody should ever punch, but when I first started recording, because I heard that, I didn't let nobody punch. You know, it took me a couple people crying in the booth. I can imagine. You know, for me to be like, all right, so they're not Tupac, you know? But I feel like we should have that bar, because as a producer, I always want to come like Organized Noise level. I want to come Pimp C level. I want to come DJ Paul and Juicy J level. And it's like, if I don't hit it, that's cool. But like, that's my aspiration. Yeah. It's like, I feel like we should have like a goal of something higher to hit, like a target almost, even if it's not like we're holding ourselves necessarily to the Bun B rap standard. Right. It's like, let's just make use of our time effectively.
But if you're new into this, you know, it takes time before you get to that level. If you've been doing it a while, like Bun B and all of them that you're talking about, man, I guarantee you when they started, they didn't start like that.
Oh, no. I agree.
Hell no.
Well, I'm just telling people they'll spend way less money on studio time if you write your bars before you get there. You know, and then when you get there, you can figure out your flow, and that could be the, you know, you're figuring out your performance aspect of it more so than the bars, and then you're having more fun.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.